Tres Leches is a famous, yummy, and tasty French pastry. Let's start with a coffee cake. Let's melt down the chocolate and butter as it needs to cool down before adding it to the batter. Mix it till it is well combined. To the egg whites, add the juice of half a lemon and whip it. You could also use vinegar or cream of tartar. We're just adding it to stabilize the egg whites. Start to add the sugar in batches. Whip it until it forms stiff peaks or until glossy. It should stand like a meringue. In a bowl, add cocoa powder, hot coffee, and hot milk. Whisk until no lumps are formed. Add the melted chocolate and butter and whisk until incorporated. Add the egg yolks and whisk. The more air incorporated, the better spongy and moist cake. Now let's sift in the dry ingredients. I'm adding all-purpose flour, or you could also use a cake flour, and baking powder. Sift it so there are no lumps. Fold the batter gently. Do not overfold it as the air will be released. Add 3 to 4 dollops of the egg white. Fold the mixture. It will start to look like a pudding. Add this mixture to the egg white and fold in well. The cake batter is ready. Pour the batter to a greased pan and tap the pan to level the batter and release the air bubbles. Bake the cake at a preheated oven for 180 degrees Celsius for 25 minutes. Do the toothpick test and rest the cake for an hour. Remove the cake from the pan and transfer it to a plate. Let's make the milk bath. To the cocoa powder, add hot coffee, hot milk, and heavy cream. Depending on your sweetness level, you can add condensed milk. As I like the bitter coffee flavor, I'm not adding any. Transfer the cake back to the pan and prick it using a fork or a toothpick. I'm using a fork because it is comparatively easier than a toothpick. Pour the milk bath to the cake and let it sit in the fridge for an hour or two or until the milk bath is nicely absorbed. Coffee whipped cream. To a chilled bowl, add 2 teaspoons of instant coffee and cold heavy cream. Only here I'm using an instant coffee. Beat the heavy cream. I've put the attachment in the freezer for an hour for better results. As I said earlier, I want the bitter coffee taste. I'm gonna add only 3 tablespoons of sugar. If you want, you can add more. Once the cream is fluffy and forms soft peaks, you can top the cake with the cream. Level the cream using a palette knife or a scraper. If you don't have either of these, doesn't matter, you could use a butter knife or a regular spatula. Top it with some chocolate shavings or choco chips. So here is really yummy, moist and rich Mocha Tres Leches.